Cancer, a ruthless enemy that strikes indiscriminately. No one is immune from this stealthy killer. It may attack your friends, neighbors, even your family.
When I learned I had cancer, that was just about the most awful thing you could hear. I actually never thought it could happen to me. I thought of it lots of times, but it did. And it's been a long row to hoe, they say.
I went to my doctor for a regular checkup, and I went through all the procedures of my checkup, and I had this lung x-ray. And my doctor looked at it, and he said, I think I better have some experts look at this. Well, right then and there, I felt, scared. And sure enough, experts looked at it, and I had a tumor in my lower lobe of right lung. And it was very devastating. And even when I talk about it, it's very, very upsetting.
When I was advised of having prostate cancer by my urologist, I was very upset. I cried somewhat, but he told me that they had detected it in a very early stage, and that through radiation therapy, they could do, in all probability, a very good job in knocking out this creature.
Some victims are powerless in cancer's grasp. Others, where treatment is an option, are more fortunate. However, nearly half of all patients that receive treatment in Wenatchee come from outlying areas. Traveling for these patients takes an enormous toll, financially, physically, and emotionally.
I was advised that I would have to go through 6 weeks of radiation treatment in Wenatchee, and the thought of driving there on a daily basis was very frightening. 100 miles each way, down and back, 5 days a week.
Well, when I first learned that I had to drive that far, I can't do it, I won't do it. But we did start checking the motels, and you do have lots of motels here, but they cost money, and we didn't have the foggiest idea how long it was going to take to, if we could actually, cure it. I don't think I heard the word cure very much, because they didn't want to stick their necks out too far.
When I learned that I had to go 100 miles to the clinic, and we tried it for 2 or 3 days to drive back and forth, but it's very, very tiring. And when you start taking treatments, you are tired and you need lots of rest. And we learned at the clinic about Our House.
Our House is a project of Cancer Care of North Central Washington and provides a home away from home for out-of-town cancer patients undergoing treatment in Wenatchee. The house is a residential facility designed to assist patients in their daily routine by providing housing as well as social and rehabilitative support. Guests and their companions are welcome for the duration of their treatment, typically 7 to 8 weeks.
The Our House, the development of Cancer Care of North Central Washington, is a great plus for the community and for North Central Washington in general. We have a number of patients who come a great distance. For instance, from the north, as far as the Canadian border, from the south, Ellensburg, and from the east, Moses Lake. That is to come here and to have their usually daily radiation therapy treatments. The treatments are generally 1 treatment a day, 5 days per week, up to as long as 6 and even 8 weeks. And a number of these patients simply would not be able to come here without this facility. They come here and they have camaraderie, they do things together, they share from their experiences. The patients that come to these great distances are now able to bring their families that can stay with them in the rooms at Our House. Even patients coming from a shorter distance, say from Ephrata, lack this ability to have their family with them. And when seeing this, they simply may say they won't come to have the treatments. They have no one to take care of them during these treatments. So I think it's a very great development, it's a great plus for North Central Washington.
Other projects funded by Cancer Care of North Central Washington include a cancer support group, a medical library of pertinent information readily accessible to cancer patients and their families, a variety of social services for needy cancer patients, transportation services for patients undergoing treatment, and a special audio tape designed to help comfort the terminally ill and their families. As a nonprofit organization, Cancer Care of North Central Washington utilizes fundraising events and volunteer staff to help defray operating costs. But all donations of time, money, or commodities are welcome. You'll be happy to know that 100% of your contribution remains local. And of course, your gift is tax deductible. In recognizing the enormous toll that cancer takes from individuals in our communities, Cancer Care of North Central Washington pledges its support to enhance the quality of life of cancer patients by meeting their expressed physical, emotional, and financial needs while preserving human dignity. So please, give generously, whether monetarily or simply giving of your time. Your gift can help provide an oasis of peace for our neighbors and friends dealing with the diagnosis of cancer.